Yes, people. Pick up Slim Reaper there. See you there, mate. Live follower. How crazy is that, mate? Only just heard then last half an hour, wasn't it, on Norris's? I think it was Ash H. Everyone thought he was joking, man. What the hell? Happy days, though, innit? See how crazy things can happen like that, though, with crazy rumours can spread like that. Especially, you think that's the worst rumour that you could get, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Yes. Yes, Phil Graham. How you doing, matey? Hope you're alright there, brother. Phil, meet this fella. A.K.A. Junior Moon. We'll call him Junior Moon. That's my son there, guys. Official SLH. Coming in for this golf balling special. And if anyone can tell you how my life got took over by golf balls, it's this fella, because at one point, his bedroom and half of the house was full of golf balls. Is that right, son? He can verify everything I'm about to do and say, yeah. Yes, Dave, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, just want to, been a bit crazy behaviour, haven't it, today? Jesus Christ, especially with the Yummy B thing. You got to allow these in here, son. Don't worry, I'll get them all back, mate. Yeah, the Yummy B thing, how crazy is that, man? I'm surprised because, I mean, that's got to be the worst rumour that you can start, isn't it? And I've always said, unless you were 100%, you can't be putting rumours out on YouTube, but especially ones where somebody's died like that. And it's lasted all day as well. All day. Yeah, so anyway, I hope he gets better. I've heard he's in hospital. I don't know what's wrong with him, but if you can believe what's being said now, Yummy B is in hospital. And speedy recovery for you there, Yummy mate. And I think a lot of people will be celebrating tonight now, mate. Yes, Chopper, how are you doing? Exactly, mate. I think you're all going to enjoy this next half an hour, probably more than me. Sorry, I missed another bit of crazy behaviour before we get going. So, me and Mrs. Moon, yeah, me and Louise, we dropped the daughter off at dance class this morning. Now, 9 times out of 10, we would drop her off and then we go and do a bit of shopping, and because she's there for about 3 hours, so we do a bit of shopping, have something to eat, go to McDonald's or something, have a look about, because it's a little bit of a drive back from the house. But anyway, today we had something else to do, and it took us back over to near the house, so we've been out about 2 hours. Anyway, so we decided to pop back in. I walked in the kitchen, no word of a lie, it was like a sauna. There'd only been a water leak from under the sink, but when I say a water leak, I think that's a bit of an understatement. Now, a kitchen cupboard, could you imagine the pressure you'd need to blow a kitchen cupboard open? Like a heavy kitchen cupboard. The water had blew that open. The leak under the sink was from a flexi pipe, and it was blasting red hot water out all over the kitchen. Without going into too much details, you can imagine, can't you? So we don't know how long it had been going on. Then it took us about 10 minutes to find the stop valve. Anyway, we've just had the plumber around there now, emergency plumber. All sorted now, so we've been doing a bit of tidying up. Obviously, I had this, Louise would have been here with us tonight, and the dog. So I'm on my Jack Jones, right, which is, as you will see, can be a little bit scary. Northern King, how you doing, my mate? Good to see you there, brother. Yeah, just Obviously, shit happens, doesn't it, King? You know, when your finger slips, sausage fingers, it happens, doesn't it? So now it happens a lot to Phil, I think. Yeah, that's it, son. You know, see, this fella knows. He knows that I shave my hair on purpose. I can grow it, kind of, son, if I want. I tend to do grow it for the winter. You know what I mean? So don't be surprised if come February I've got a big centre pattern. You know what I mean? Certainly will, mate. I certainly will. Amanda, how you doing, mate? Oh, Amanda, it's your lucky day, isn't it? Didn't you win the? Did you win the raffle earlier on Archie and Shufflins? 50 quid, was it? Big up Amanda there. We were talking about lucky people the other day, so I don't know if you are a lucky person, Amanda, but you are today anyway. Yes, Monk. I'm going to try and go through these fast because we'll get down to the nitty gritty and I'll get myself out into the wilderness. Big up, Monk. Looking forward to that show tomorrow, mate. Big G, how you doing, fella? Nice to see you in here. Yes, Tim. Big up. Yeah, Tim, we've just been on about that, mate. Crazy behaviour, isn't it? Absolutely crazy behaviour. That's it, Northern King, innit? See these people, man. You know what I mean? They don't get it, do they? Some people don't want long hair, mate. You know what I mean? I think it's out of fashion anyway. You know what they say about bald people, man. Yes, Cartman, you might like this next. Well, as we go around, I will talk you. I will tell you more details. But basically, right, I'm not going to tell you the golf club we're at, but it's not far away from where we live. And I'm now outside the clubhouse. There's lights on in there, but it's got like a function room and that in it. But it doesn't look like there's anything going on tonight. And I've just seen some guy giving me strange looks. Who's actually, I think he's locked the place up for the night. But let me tell you, you can't get any darker. There's no lights out there. And when I get out of the car, I'll be walking to the first hole, pitch black. And show you what time it is, people, and how to make a bit of money if you've got a bit of time on your hands, you know what I mean? And you're a little bit crazy. Yes, Talina, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Big shout out to Louise and Lacey. Lacey has a little cough today, people, so hope she's not coming down with anything too serious. She's at home keeping warm. And Louise, just finishing off a little bit of tidying up from that water leak we had earlier. So the plan was that them two would have been here and the dog. Believe me, I'd have felt a lot safer, people. Right. Let's get out of the action, eh? So this is what you need first, people. I don't know why I'm whispering, because I don't think there's anyone about, but first of all, you need the camouflage jacket. Always a good start. Camouflage jacket, wellies. Wellies are a must. Absolute must. Basically, you don't need much else apart from this thing that I can't get out the boot of my car yet because it's too long. There it is. I can't believe I'm doing this, to be honest, on my own. For fuck's sake. Must be fucking mad. Right, let me turn this camera on, people, and I'll see what we're doing. Yes, Paul, see how we doing? Can you see that, people? Look at that. I've just nearly walked into a lamppost. That's how dark it is, people. Look. Just nearly walked into that. That would have been game over. So there's your clubhouse. And this is all I've got at the minute. Oh no, there's security light. Just keep talking amongst yourselves in the chat, people, there. Because I do need to sort of look where I'm going, if you know what I mean. I don't want to attract any attention because there's a few people in the clubhouse. But saying that, I think this is an actual public walkway that goes by the side of the first hole. As you can see, I'm not lying, it's pitch black. Now I have the first hole. This is just to prove where I am. Look. Please keep off the turf, thank you. That looks like a winter tee, people. Right. So just to give you a little bit of background, right? I've always been into golf. Played golf all my life. Loved it. Obviously, got a little bit older, you get a family and that. You don't get to play as much. But still managed to get a couple of games a week. Obviously, which I loved. But what I found myself doing in the last few years, I found myself, you know, you always find the odd ball, you know, while you're walking around and playing, everyone loses balls, don't they? So somebody's going to find them. And I thought, I just tended to be spending more time looking for balls than actually playing my round. Got to the point where I was pissing the people off who I was playing with. They were like, come on, shot. And I was like, hang on, I ended up with like about 30, 40 balls after every round. And anyway, at the time, all I used to do was come in. Obviously, there'd be dirt. Some of them would be dirty and some of them not all perfect. And I'd just chuck them in like a big box, cardboard box in the house. Fast forward about 6 months, and I had about 5 of these big boxes in the house full of golf balls. Like, I'm talking, I'm not even exaggerating, I'm talking thousands of golf balls in my house. So anyway, somebody said to me one day, they knew that I'd started looking for them and finding them, and they knew I had loads, and someone said, oh, well, can I buy some off you? I thought, don't see why not, I've got thousands of them. And anyway, from that, turned into, I started spending my days off, or a good few hours of my days off, taking my dog, my boxer dog, Bella. R.I.P. Bella, she's now passed away a few years ago, but me and her used to spend, right, so I've only got a normal torch here, guys, but as you can see, there's one there, yeah, just lying there. So that's before we've even started looking, right? Oh, I'll tell you what, some dodgy noises out over here, I don't like it. So yeah, I started coming out through the day with my dog, never on a night, never even thought about coming out on a night. And I set upon like cleaning all these golf balls that I had in the house, like proper cleaning them, looked online, found some cleaning stuff, special cleaning stuff. Anyway, it went from that to me becoming like the biggest seller of golf balls in Middlesbrough, just about. Got some cards made up, you know, little business cards. That's how much I got into it. And anyway, this is before he ever went out on a night golf balling. And then how that come about? Somebody told me about these torches that you can get. Yes, Jim, how are you doing? Sorry about if I missed the chat, guys. You'll see why. I've actually got my phone. I've got this torch in my hand. So if I didn't have this normal torch, I'd probably have fell down a hole by now or in a bunker or something. So yeah, I'm cleaning up. At this point, I'm finding about, this is only through the day on my days off, I'm finding about 500 balls a week. I'm cleaning them all up, bleaching them, cleaning them again, bagging them all up into separate bags, like all different golf balls, and I'm selling them at golf clubs from the back of my boot. Believe you me, right? I'd go with a full boot. I'd come back with none. The golfers lapped them up, absolutely lapped them up, because just for an example, three good golf balls, Titleist Pro V1s, which, I mean, the golf ball does not make you play better, let me tell you that, right? But golfers always like to think they're better than they are, right? So they want to play with the best balls and whatever. Now, if you went to the shop, the clubhouse, and wanted to buy three Titleist Pro V1 golf balls, right? No lie, you're looking at £12, £4 a golf ball. I swear to God, I can hear noises over here, like. It's a packet of crisps in my pocket. Yeah, no lie, £4, £4 a ball. Now, if you think, just because it's a good golf ball doesn't mean to say you're not going to lose it. And not just one. So, I had tons of these balls. So you can imagine, I was making a decent bit of money out of it. And it was good exercise for me. Great exercise for the dog. I mean, the dog absolutely loved it. We'd just come over, let her off the lead, and that was it. We'd see each other in like 2 hours' time. But anyway, got this torch. And I'm going to get it out now and show you the difference, right? So, the torch you have now is just a normal torch, yeah? You know, your bog standard £1. Yeah? Tell you what, I hope I brought it. You can see how dark it is, can't you? Oh, look at the difference in this one, right? Oh, you know what? It's only me who could get a torch where the batteries have run out, just about. Right, can anyone see that now, yeah? Anyone see that? Right, now let's just have a look. You tell me. Bearing in mind, I haven't got a clue where I am here, because it's that bloody dark. Just trying to give you an example, but let's have a look up here. But you can see the yes mouse charger. I tell you what, definitely need a new one of these torches. This torch I have now, it's got to be about 5 or 6 year old, so they'll probably come on a bit now. Probably get them bigger. So I'm on the fairway now, so you're not going to find many balls on the fairway. So obviously, the golfer will find them, but as soon as you come to some bushes, it's a different story, people. So look. Jesus Christ, it would help if I could see where I'm going. You wouldn't believe how much better you feel when you're with somebody else or when you've got your dog with you. Different story. Middle of a golf course, on your own. We've got a massive wind turbine right in front of me, going round. Right, so here we have some, like, I would say medium, sort of rough that you're going to find golf balls in, right? A golfer could spend half an hour looking for a ball. Well, he wouldn't spend half an hour, he'd spend about 5 minutes, because you're not allowed any longer than that, really. Catching my breath there, guys. Let's have a look. Forgot where I was now with the chat. Tell you what, they all must be bloody good over here. Mustn't hit any balls in the rough. I kid you not. Do you think how many golf clubs there is? So just take my local golf club where I used to play. And obviously, if you know the golf course, then you know the dodgy holes, don't you? Where you're likely to lose balls. You know, if you've got a slice or a hook, goes in water or whatever, or in a little beck or somewhere where you can't reach, you just leave it. Well, you think how many people play on that course, on a busy course in the summer? You'd be looking at 4 on every tee for every tee time, about 4 or 5 tee times an hour. So let's say 30 people every hour are going around that golf course, right? You can guarantee they're going to lose at least 2 or 3 balls. And if they're really bad, could lose 10 balls. And if you do, you want to be packing in golf, trying something like snooker or something like that. But fuck me, I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so without exaggerating, there's 100 balls getting lost on that course every hour. This is on one course. 100 balls every hour getting lost, waiting to be found by me. And when you work all that out through the week, it's endless. It's endless. To the point where, I mean, I took it to another level, only because I could, you know, and it was I had the time and the exercise for the dog and whatever. So I did have the time. I can't believe I haven't found. I've only found 1 golf ball, and that was without this torch. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so you can imagine, right, people. And if you read the title description for this live, I think I wrote 100,000 golf balls I found in probably 2 or 3 years, but it could have been a lot more. Yes, Darryl, how are you doing? Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to prove that you do find golf balls with this torch, and they haven't found one yet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like I say, it does help if you know the course. But when I get back the car, I'll show you. I've got quite a few balls already to go in the boot. I've been there a while, actually, because I did get to the point where I had a guy, and this is an ideal situation. I had a guy who used to buy the balls off me, every single ball. As long as it was clean and it wasn't damaged, he'd buy it off me. And we set a price, you know, for him. And it was a win-win situation. I knew I was going to be able to sell just about every ball that I found at good profit. And he was going to pass them on. He must have had a buyer after me, because this guy at one point, the first load that he picked up from our house, I think it was 8,000 balls it was, filled the back of one of them Navarro vans, you know, them big Nissan Navarros. It was absolutely crazy behaviour. Still can't believe I haven't found a golf ball. But if SLH is still in the chat, that's my son, by the way, people. SLH, he will tell you
how crazy it was with the golf ball situation. But, long story short, anyone who has a bit of time on their hands, it seems like there's a lot of people on YouTube with time on their hands. Instead of sitting on YouTube for that extra hour or 2 hours, if you've got a dog as well, even better. Get yourself one of these torches. They're about £8. Sets of batteries. Get yourself over your local golf course on a night when it gets dark. Like I say, winter's better because it gets darker earlier, obviously, but a lot more people play golf in the summer. There's more balls to be found, you know, even though there isn't fucking any here, I swear to God. Unbelievable. But anyone can do this, right? Now that's all the layout that you've got. Basically, if you've got the time and a little bit of effort, keep you fit, bit of washing powder, bit of fairy liquid, bit of bleach, Bob's your uncle. And let me tell you, if you start it and you start making money, you'll get hooked on it like I did. Become like a little bit, it was a little bit of an obsession. See that there? Can you see that? Right, so that is just lying there, right? See how much it stands out? So when you've got a field with about, that was just under a couple of leaves, people. Amazing. Now on average, I was finding like every time I went out, even if it was for an hour, usually it was longer though. I wouldn't go home unless I'd found 100, 150 balls, to be honest. Let's say 20 of them or 30 of them might have been a little bit damaged or had a little crack in them or a little scrape or something. So I wouldn't get that good money for them. But the rest of them, you're selling at a profit, big profit, because there's no outlay. The outlay is nothing. It's a torch, and some batteries, a bit of your time. Like I say, it's hard for me to concentrate on the chat and stuff here and telling you I'm missing big bits out, but we'll see how my battery goes when we get back to the car. Go through a bit more of the on the money side, you know. But I don't know if Ginger's in the chat. Sorry, people, I'm not ignoring you. Boss Dog, how you doing, matey? Who else is in here? Fact notification. Something a bit different anyway, now, people. There you go. Can anybody see that? Even though I'm not reading the chat, I know for a fact that the likes of Jim Zeus is cracking loads of jokes about this, you know. But there you go. You can see how much it stands out. So yeah, anyone can do this, right? Anyone who's a little bit nuts. You do have to be a little bit nuts. You do get some strange looks, like. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? When I used to go out on a day with a dog, I've been chased off a few golf courses, I'll be honest. And when you're 40-year-old man with a camouflage jacket on and a big stick and a big boxer dog walking down the golf course at daylight, dodging players and that, jumping over becks and stuff, You do get a few funny looks, like, but it's all good fun, innit? And I have told Louise that she will be watching this. I have told her if it goes off, if I'm not home in 20 minutes, she's got to come looking for us. I'll tell you what else happens as well. You stand on balls. You all know when you stand on a stone, how much it hurts and how much you feel it, yeah? There's another one, right? So we found 4. And I've just stood on another one there. So there's 5, right? And there's 5. See that one there? Now, that is heavy rough, that, right? You can see about 10% of the ball, but these lights, don't even know what it is, whether it's like ultraviolet or what. Can you see? Can you see it? Don't know whether it's ultraviolet or... But in the 3 years that I was doing this, right, there was only one other guy on my course, and he was the vein. He was a pain in the ass to me because he had more time on his hands than me. So he was pinching half my balls in my eyes, half my profit. And the weasel backed me up on this one. It got to a bit like it was a little bit, what's the word, competitive in the end. And a little funny story, I remember one day I'd gone out in the afternoon and I must have had nothing to do that day, right? I'd had a free day, so I thought, right, I'm going to raid this golf course today. I'm going to take 2 big carrier bags and I'm going to spend all day there. There's another one there, people. So you wouldn't have seen that, right? You might not even be able to see it now, but can you see it there glowing? Yeah, so this day I thought, right, I'm going to strip this golf course of every lost ball, right? Anyway, within about an hour, I'd found about 200. Now, there was no way I was carrying 200 golf balls around the golf course. So I hid them somewhere, right, in this part of the course, where obviously I thought no one else would find, right, under some bushes and everything. And I goes off again, all hands-free and everything, ready to find some more. Got another big bag full, thought, right, go and pick my other bag up. Could not believe it, right? Got to where I'd hid it, and I could see someone had been there. I could actually see where the bushes had been moved. Someone had only fucking nicked them. And it was only the fucking other bloke, wasn't it? He never admitted it, but obviously it was him. Fucking war, people. Ginge, glad you're in, mate. Remember the other week, Ginge, when I said to you, you want to make a bit of money? This is how we make money, mate. People, if you don't know Ginge comes from my neck of the woods. And I know a few weeks ago, you were out of work for a little bit, weren't you, Ginge, mate? I don't know if that's still the situation. But if it is, mate, and you've got time on your hands, me and you will get together. We'll make a bit of money, mate. And I know it sounds going to look daft and sound daft to people, but believe me, I'll show you the proof. When we get back to the car, I'll show you. All you have to be is a little bit crazy. You don't even have to be that fit. You're going to get fit doing this. It's going to get you out in the fresh air. You're not going to spend any money doing it. You're going to get to have banter with me, with your mates. Your dog's going to get exercised. But when you get addicted to it, and you're out all the time, your wife might not be very happy. So Could affect your marriage. That's the only downfall, people. You get me? But obviously, this tonight, I haven't used my stick once. I'll show you the stick when I get back to there. It's not just a stick, people. It's a golf ball retriever, right? Cue the jokes off Zeus here, by the way, people. When I read this chat back, Zeus, don't think I won't be reading them. But yeah, anyone can do it. So what I'm actually doing here, I'm giving you money making idea, and I'm also getting you fit. So don't say the moons don't do now for you. Although by now I'd have usually stopped it at a fag by now. But no. But this was just an example to show you. Just want to show you because I have been on about it before, and it's a good time of the year to come out because you have got the light nights. Well, the dark nights, sorry. Imagine I'm out on my own here, yeah? But if you want to get really into it and you get 2 or 3 of your mates, think about how many golf courses there is in your area. Just have a little think. You do the math. Especially when you get somebody who's going to buy them all off you. You know for a fact going to buy them off you. You're not going to get stuck with them. That's the... I'm going to head back to this clubhouse now because, fuck me, it's fucking scary on your own, mate. I tell you. See that one there, guys? This is why you have a golf ball retriever. I don't even know I've got in the chat here. Probably got loads of legends like we normally do. Easy as that, man. Don't think I'm not going to read all these back as well, Lordy. You know what I mean? Who else is putting out content like this? No one's fucking stupid enough, is there? On a Saturday night as well, people. Forget about going out on the piss and enjoying yourself. Get yourself golf balling. You watch, Lord. You'll be down the Muni tomorrow, won't you, with your torch, clearing up. Ginger's on eBay now, looking for golf ball finding torches and golf ball retrievers. Boss Dog, Slim Reaper's out there going to get himself a box of dogs, so he's got some company when he goes out golf balling. Mouse Charger's just currently looking at golf clubs. She's going to take golf up. Don't try and tell me any different, people. And let's face it, we could all do with a few extra quid, couldn't we? Apart from Jim, like. Tell you what, normally, right? Normally, you'd have to drag me off this golf course. But I'm going on my own free will here. Too many noises, man. At horrible feeling. For a second there that I was on mute. Imagine that. Right, I'm going to switch to me. Going to switch back to the conventional torch. So anyone who was here at the start will have seen that I almost walked into a lamppost before we even got started. Yes, Lordy, we certainly are, mate. Where the hell? I tell you what, a must though, people, is one of these camouflage jackets from any army store shop, mate. Oh, what's going on? Where's my torch? You cannot beat camouflage jackets. Like, no wonder we won the war, people. Jackets like this. I've had this jacket about 10 years and I'm still finding pockets that I didn't even know it had. It's got that many pockets, I've actually lost the pocket that's got me normal torching. Sorry about this, people. Seriously. Where the hell's that gone? Oh, honestly, I can't find my torch now. Live follow, you know what? What a good idea that is. Does it work? Great idea there. You know what, Nikki? Not just a pretty face. There's a few people in the clubhouse over there that are looking out the window thinking, what the fuck is he doing? Look like bloody round boat. Jesus Christ, I'm walking into a wall here, people, I swear to God. And I tell you what, I could spend a few hours telling you stories about being on this golf course. Well, I've nearly broke me back a few times. Sprained my ankle about 10 times. Been stung. What else? Oh, all sorts. Spent an hour one night looking for my dog. The dog didn't come back. Right, safe and sound back of the car, people. Show you some finished goods, yeah? You see all these, yeah? So these are bags, right? Bags full of them, right? These are all a £5 each. £5 for one of them bags, right? So that bag's full of them. More in there. This boot was full of them at one point. Well, it was full of them all the time. Just get people ringing me up at all hours. Then started getting a bit picky, you know what I mean? Like, started getting a bit picky, you know, wanting like balls that are like rare and all that, and they had to be the right colour, and they couldn't have a scratch on them. I thought, what the hell? But let me just get sorted, people. Just get sorted out, and then chat a bit more. Whew. Back in one piece, man. Happy days. So look. Little yes, people, I'm alive. Yeah, look at this jacket, man. It's not a bomber jacket. I think this is the actual jackets that won the war. Fleece in all the pockets, right? And I'm telling you, right, there's got to be 20 pockets in this bad boy, right? The hood, basically, you get dropped anywhere in foreign enemy lines, over enemy lines, right? You're not going to worry if you've got this jacket on. That's all I'm saying. It's as simple as that. Look, Louise knows that. That, let me tell you, that wasn't quick. That was quick. Right, Jim, I've only seen one joke by Jim there. We'll call it a joke, but I'm sure we're between him and Fact and Daryl and all of yous anyway. Because I've all had a good laugh, if nothing else. You know what I mean? Right. Let me turn this camera off a minute. Anyone tell me if... no, I won't ask any of you because I don't trust you. Louise, I trust you. Let me know if I'm a headlamp or... I'm hoping I'm not, because, people, let me tell you this. If I'm not a headlamp now, then I've sussed out how to get rid of the headlamp. Sussed it out, people, and I will get the bottom. I think I've got the bottom of the headlamp problem on StreamYard. How good would that be? Avatar, get in. I've sussed it out, people. I've sussed it out. Packet of crisps in my pocket there, guys, where I never even had a chance to enjoy. One minute, people, and then I will have a chat with you. If you're all still here. 27 of yous. Big up the 27. Massive respect, guys. What can I say? It's the only thing about these. One down. It's not a downfall, but you've got to allow it with this camouflage jacket. There's that many pockets. It takes you half an hour to fucking find something. Like I said there. Doesn't help when you've got 30 golf balls in your pocket as well. Where the hell? Still getting a few funny looks here, like off the people in the clubhouse. But yeah, what I used to do, just what we've just done there, I would do that a couple of years ago when I had my dog. I would even do a 12-hour shift at work, 7 till 7. I'd get in about 7:30 on the night. The dog would be waiting. She knew where she was going. Be out the house for about 8. Go straight to the golf course. I'd let her off the lead. She didn't even have a lead. I'd let her out the car. She'd just go running off with a little flashing light round her neck, collar. And then I'd go off and she'd just keep coming back to make sure I was still there. And then she'd just be off around the golf course, you know. Absolutely loved it. I used to do that at least 5 times a week, people. And it's no word of a lie. Like in the description there for this live, no word of a lie. I just had a quick tally up a day, and you look at it like 100,000 balls, and it could have been double that. No word of a lie. And I'll give you an example before, didn't I? Just 3 of them Pro V Titleist Pro V1 golf balls for 3 in the clubhouse in front of me now. You'd pay £12. I'm telling you. I'm going to have a little read of these now, people. Massive respect there. Cartman, you know what it is, right? Cartman will be just the same about fishing people. He'll be exactly the same. He's looking for fish. I'm looking for golf balls. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it's a little bit easier looking for golf balls, Cartman. But I know you don't do it for financial benefit either, mate. But I didn't at first. I just did it for fun. Never thought for 1 minute about selling them. And that was when I had thousands of them in my house. Oh, Ginge, before I forget, what a win for the Borough today, mate, at Norwich. Get up there, the Borough. Big up the Michael Carrick. He's already you know what? If we can get another couple of wins on the trot, Ginge, go down as a fort. They'll be building statues of him outside the riverside and stuff. Oh, like, follow a nice one. You should do a little live about it, live. Nicky, sorry. 2-1, Ginge, man, great win that, you know. Getting beat as well, 92nd minute winner. What pleased me most about that, Ginge, is it's usually the other way around, isn't it? I mean, how many games have we lost in the last minute? But yeah, big up the Borough. Yeah, definitely, Cartman. It's a little bit cheaper as well, Cartman. Doesn't cost you thousands of pounds, mate. So, your golf ball finding kit, decent pair of wellies, 15, 20 quid. Camouflage jacket from any army surplus store, 30 quid. And that'll be one of the best buys you'll ever make. Maybe a pair of gloves, because you do get your hand, do tend to put your hand in places, especially in the dark, where you shouldn't. And a golf ball retriever. I've just put mine back in the boot there, right? But I have had many golf ball retrievers in my time, right? But if you've got the time, have a little look on eBay or wherever, you'll see where I'm getting at. But I modified mine. That's how crazy I am. I modified it. And I've had it for about that's what it looks like, doesn't it? Did you see the thing what Ministry put out today? Ministry put a thing out, a crinkle, and that's what it reminds me of, the end of that golf ball retriever. That's quality, that, like. Big G like that one, I think. Darryl, you know the one, mate. You know, I've got a couple of advocates going down later, mate. A couple of snowballs getting into the Christmas mood. Tell you what, I've seen some Christmas decorations up this week. Has anyone else? When's everyone put the decorations up? Yes, John Tracy in the house. Yes, Matty. Big up, Matty, mate. I don't know if you've just come in, Matty, but you've missed the show, bro. If you've read the title, you'll see what we're doing over here, Matty. Fucking crazy behaviour, mate. Absolutely crazy behaviour, Matty. Golf ball finding in the dark. On your own, mate. Don't get any crazier than that, mate. Crazy behaviour. That's a one cart, man. Yeah, Christmas decorations. When's everyone put the decorations up then? Matty's already got his up. We got positive vibes. Anyone else put them up in November? Matty there with too many people. See, this is when you know you're famous people, when you have to like just say hello to the whole chat with one, because you just haven't got time to say hello to everyone, Matty. I know what it's like, mate, when I go in chats now. It's exactly the same, mate. It's hard work, isn't it, bro? It's crazy behaviour. It's absolutely crazy behaviour. Jim, I think you've got a soft spot for Queen Gambino, like 100%. Queen Gambino definitely needs a support bra for Christmas, like guys. Maybe Gianfrancalo or whatever he's called will get her one. Did anyone else laugh at that last night who's seen the cesspit? When Queen Gambino said that it was whoever it was, Al Capone's 86th birthday, brother or whoever it is, right? She said, "Oh, it was his 86th birthday yesterday, and look what he bought me." I thought, hang on a minute, is the tradition different in Italy? I thought when it's your birthday, you get presents. You don't buy other people presents when it's your birthday. I didn't know whether that was an Italian thing or what. Well, there's people arriving at the golf course now. There must be a party on or something. Let's do a little just a quick vote in the chat. I don't normally do this, but one in the chat, one in the chat. If you think Queen Gambino is the real deal, and she lives in Italy, and everything she says is true. Two in the chat if you think she's talking pure maca. Oh, Zeus and Boss Dog, they've got a soft spot for her, but Gonzo's thinks it's pure maca. Monk, Matty thinks that, yeah, you know what? Some of it is probably true, but it's getting harder to believe in it. Zeus is adamant. Zeus, have you been doing a bit of your special research? Why don't you know, that research you used to do before? Because that was lethal. There's no getting past Jim. If he's done research, then you've got to believe Jim. But until then, until we've had something official from Zeus, I'm going to go stick with two, pure maca. Got to. Dave. Absolute batty fish. Absolute batty fish. But yeah, I see where you're coming from, Dave. Started with a 2, so pure maca from Dave there. Sean Wayne in the house. Big up Sean Wayne, riding alone there on the range. Sean Wayne rides alone, people. Yeah. Well, you know what, though? It did get a bit heated last night, didn't it? It's obviously, I think it was Lady Flatcapper. Got into a bit of an altercation. But from what I seen last night on the cesspit, old Italian women who were part of the mafia do not use that do not use that language. And I'm guessing that most of them can afford a decent support bra as well. So I did. You got to give Lady Flatcap a little bit of respect for coming on and saying what a lot of people were thinking. Yeah. Obviously, you've got the legendary Mac. Come on and had his little 2 pennants, but I will agree though, Zeus. It's good. I wouldn't kick Queen Gambino off the panel if she come in here. Don't think I'd be able to. Yeah, I think she graces any panel, you know, good entertainment in it. It's what we need, man. Good entertainment. I mean, look at the people in here, people. We've got all the good people of YouTube in this chat, man. 29 of us. None of this, no, Matty. Film boy, mate. Classic film boy when he said he got out to take the dog for a walk. You just went out with the right time, like, didn't you, mate? And you just come in at the right time, yeah. Classic. Before, there was another one before what Queen Gambino said before. Oh, she said something and a name of a family, and I think Matty had said, "Oh yeah, don't they have the sports gear? Don't they own the sports gear?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, they own the biggest leather company in the world." Good entertainment, though. Good entertainment. Yes, Coggo, how you doing, matey? You know what it is? Being ignorant here, right? I've got 56%, so I'm going to shot the link out. Bear in mind, I am still sat in the car in the golf club car park, but there's people arriving, so I'm guessing there's some sort of do going on. So, anyone with any questions about tonight's tutorial, you know what I mean? Feel free, because there's nobody who knows more about golf balling than Fly Me to the Moon. Let me tell you that. $8,000 balls, Slim Reaper. Well, you know what? That first load that I sold, the one where I said he came and took the lot and in that Navarro van. Now, bearing in mind, this was the first lot of balls that I'd sold. He took the whole lot off me, every ball that I had. They were all clean. And I'm not saying they were all the best balls, but he took them all anyway. £900, I think he paid me for them. It was £900. But when I started like taking it seriously, I started selling them in like bags of 10 and 15, and I was sorting the balls out into like brands, and I was going to different courses. I got good at it, and I sussed everything out. There's a lot more money than that to be made. I'm telling you, it's endless, because there's one thing that golfers want: golf balls. See Ginger's eyes lit up there with the 900 bar. Believe me, mate, I'm not exaggerating. You can make as much money as you want, and I've got the fella who'll buy all the balls off me, so I don't. Any balls that come into my hands, I know I can sell them. Yes, Claire, how you doing, matey? There's Matty doctored himself there, people. You know what? I mean, you go to there's golf courses everywhere, right? If you ask Zeus, he'll do a bit of research and he'll tell you exactly how many golf courses there is. And mate, believe you me. And you know what? You know what else? Get this as well, right? You're also saving the environment, people, because them balls are never going to get found unless I'm there, right? So them balls, what are they doing? They're doing nothing, are they? They're not doing anything for the environment. I'm finding them balls, like, and I'm cleaning them up, recycling them, selling them on. So, I'd call that what you want. Do my bit for the planet, I think. Coggo, mate, for a classic on Expo last night, mate. Absolute quality. But what you got to remember, Coggo, you don't get the same time you get on Fly Me to the Moons when you get on my panel, mate. On Expo, you might get 20 seconds without somebody interrupting you, mate. At least on mine, you get 30 seconds, depending who's on the boat, depending who's on. Mr. Adams, how you doing, my mate? I hope you were going to have a few quiet days, fella. I woke up this morning, just as I do, have a quick look on the phone there, seeing Daryl was live at 3:55 a.m. But what can you say? You can't call him crazy or anything, right? Because next to him was Dave Smithers, and next to him was Tim Smith. So what can I say? What can I say? Yes, sports night. How are you doing? Is this the? Hang on a sec. Is this the sports night? Is this the sports night that put them fights on the 3D Fight Club and that? And everyone subbed to him. I think he got 1,500 subs in one night. If it is, big up, mate. If it isn't, and it's somebody saying I'm talking bollocks, then you're absolute batty fish. Yes, Joanne. See, Joanne? Get yourself a torch. Yeah, you've got a dog already, so you're halfway there. You got a pair of wellies? Have you got an army surplus store anywhere near you? You're laughing. Money right on your doorstep. Forget about the credit crunch. Godzo, how you doing, matey? Yes, pick up yourself, mate. Sports night, little question for you, mate. Did you get into trouble for any of that then? Because I remember, do you remember that night? Do you remember that there was a fake? Anyone who watched it, and I think there was a lot of us watched it. There was a fake Ash McGiffin in the chat, wasn't there? And he was threatening to shut everyone's channel down and that. And I think at the start, people thought it was him, but after a while, people just thought, nah, he wouldn't. He was there in the ring, wasn't he? Like running the show, or what they call the show, anyway. But yeah, mate, did you keep all your subs for that, bro? Or did you get any strikes or anything? Just interested. You know what, Matty, right? There was one time, right? There was one time. Well, it wasn't one time. It was a good few years ago now. But we on our golf course, right? There was like big holes. Somebody was digging big holes on a night. It wasn't me. Somebody was digging big holes in all the middle of the greens every night. This went on for a few months and absolutely destroyed half the greens. Crazy behaviour from somebody with a shovel there. Crazy shovel behaviour, guys. So crazy behaviour. Oh, what happened with the fight today? Anyone see what happened with Kearney and Humble? Did they have a square go or what? I noticed there was a few. I think I put it on about 3:45 on Humble's, and he had about 250 people in the chat. But all I could see was some guy sat on the floor and looked like he was begging for his life. But it didn't look like Kearney. It was too big to be Kearney, I think. Got one strike. Is that all you got, mate, for that? And you kept all your subs? Jesus. We'll have to try that. Who's going to put Big Eddie Hearn's fighting tonight, isn't he? Big up Eddie. I've already sent him my best wishes for tonight. One of the OGs, Eddie Hearn. Does anyone know where we can watch it? Or I know Norris is going to make a little night of it. I've heard it's 9 o'clock. I don't know if it's on live anywhere or anyone's streaming it, or whether Eddie's got the rights to his own fight. I don't even know where it is or who he's fighting, or anyone can fill us in with that one. Yeah, no problem, Jim, mate, no problem. Getting a bit thirsty now anyway, so be off soon, but we've got 31 people in here. There's no way I can turn off with 31 people in, let me tell you that. I'll tell you about a little story. Talking about golf balls. I was on the course one day. This was before I started selling them and that. There was this fella come walking over to us. He goes, "Here, mate." Goes, "Look at this ball here." It was bright yellow, right? He said, "This ball, it's absolutely impossible to lose this ball." He said, "You just cannot lose this ball." He said, "You can have it for a fiver." He said, "Just remember, you'll never ever lose it, mate. It's impossible." I said, "Where did you get it?" He goes, "I found it." I'm here all week, people. And another one, like, I remember being on the tee one day, and this fella said, "Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your stance." So he said, "Let's have a look at your swing." So showed him his swing and all that. And he hit me ball and he said, "Oh, you know what you're doing wrong?" He said, "You're standing too close to the ball after you've hit it." I said, "You cheeky bastard." Got a few lols there. No laughing faces yet, but like I say, I'm here all week. So what we all planning on tonight? Is there anything apart from Eddie Hearn? We all watching the cesspit? It's all getting a bit crazy again, isn't it? Been a crazy few days, guys. Crazy behaviour all over the place. Try to think what's happened. What was happening today? I think Zara B's has been in the news again, and she's Zara Bashir, apparently, as she's now known. Seen I know Ministry never fails to deliver, does he, with his lives? You know, they always start off nice and calm. Within 2 minutes, you've got Sparky, Zara Bashir, Shady, and they're all going at it. Yeah, so I think it's going to take a little while for our kitchen to dry out. We've got an assessor coming around on Monday from the insurance. A little bit crazy. If you missed the start of the show, we had a bit of I think it was what was it? It was a split flexi pipe. It was like a you know, boss dog. You know the score, mate. It was like a flexi pipe from under the sink. I walked into the kitchen. We'd only been out for 2 hours. Walked in the kitchen. The kitchen cupboard door had been blew open, and there was water, red hot water, flying out of this split in the pipe, which we couldn't see at first. So I'm trying to stop it, and they're absolutely soaking, the pair of us. Water all over the kitchen floor, all over the walls. Found where the tap where you turned it off, wouldn't stop. Oh, mate, honestly, about 10 minutes. Absolute hell. There's nothing worse. Anyone who's had a flood will know what I mean. The damage you can do, mate. Yeah, so we had the emergency, the insurance sent round the emergency plumber. We all know what they're like, don't we? Bearing in mind, we rang the insurance company up at 11:30. We were on hold for half an hour. Spoke to about 3 people, and we were told we could either get our own plumber, which we didn't want to do, or we could get them to send one round. And he turned up. We got off the phone to them at 12. He turned up at 5:00, 4:30. He was there about an hour. So I'm reckoning he's working off an hour. He's working on an hourly rate because he was sat in his van outside for about. Yeah, there you go, people. That's exactly what it was like. There actually was some fireworks going off as well, wasn't there, before I left the house tonight? Just to scare the dog a little bit more. Somebody started letting off bloody fireworks. That's it, innit? That's it, boss dog, you know? Yeah, exactly, mate. That's what we thought. But he was sat in his van. We stood and watched him at the doorstep. He was sat in his van on his phone for about 10 minutes. Thought, what the hell's going on here? And then he come in and he must have walked to his van about 5 times from the kitchen, just with nothing in his hands. But he did, you know what he did, boss? He actually, it was a flexi pipe, but when he'd finished, he'd made a couple of them little U-bend things and a bit of copper pipe, you know what you used before. We'll see, mate, when I get settled down. Possibility. Yeah, how does one of them burst even though, boss dog? It was like, it wasn't, it was like a bit of rope, but it looked like it had like, wire in it as well. You know, like it'd been strengthened, but still flexible. And we couldn't understand either. We could not understand how why it was hot water spraying out of it, like red hot water. We've got a combi boiler, but why the hell was it red hot water when we didn't have it on? Didn't have the boiler on. There you go, people. It's come from the man himself. Yeah, the force of that water coming out that pipe blew the door open on the kitchen cupboard, which was a heavy door, and all the what's the word I'm looking for, Louise? What happened to the cupboard door? It had all blistered and everything. All the wood had all blistered off it. Well, definitely a party going on in here tonight, people. Car park's filling up now. It's a good job I'm in and out anyway. I'd have been thinking, what the hell's he doing? Because we were just thinking, if we had stayed out, boss dog, if we had stayed out for a few more hours, would that never have stopped? Would that have just kept coming out with that force? Yes, all day, my brother. Did anyone see them little shorts that I put out today? The one with the cows. We went to see a friend today this morning while this flood was happening. We were out went to see a friend who lives on a farm, and there she had they've got everything cows. Some of the cows were massive. I've got a few more videos. I got right up close and personal, and honestly, see, one of them's had about 3,000 views, I think, but still not as famous as Marvin. Marvin's the man, oldie. Funny how the animals, like, you get a laugh out of them. That's the one, Gary. How crazy was that, everyone? How crazy, man. Imagine though, I can't believe that everyone on YouTube, all the, even Sean Atwood. I mean, Sean Atwood, he's get where bloody. Well, I can't think of a. He'd get where someone that can't get anywhere gets. You know what I'm saying? And even he's putting a video out saying RIP. You'd think that one of the big guns would have checked it out, wouldn't you? Especially something like that. I mean, what a fucking rumour to put out. Apparently he is ill though. He's in hospital. I don't know why, but just shows you. Unless you're 1,000,000% sure. Daryl, didn't you see it, mate? It's been on all over YouTube. He's been dead all day, and then he's come back alive. I heard it on Norris's. I think it was Ash H. And everyone in Norris's chat was like, "What the fuck? What the actual fuck?" That's it, Gavin. That's it, mate. To be fair, it is one of my rules. I won't I won't say anything that I don't know is 100% true. Like it's been all over Gary all day, mate. I don't know who said it first, Daryl, mate, but I don't think we'll ever find out now. Yes, 210 records. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we're all made up. He's still here anyway. But on the same live, on Norris's live this afternoon, somebody told Norris there's a guy called Wasp, or a channel owner called Wasp. I don't know if anyone's heard of them, but Norris was sub to him. Apparently he's died of a heart attack this week. Don't know if anyone knows him, Wasp, or the channel Wasp. I'm not sure what the channel was all about, but he had a heart attack and died suddenly this week, and Norris was a bit taken back, like. Jim putting his spin on things there, people. Yes, mate. What do you suggest, Boss Dog? What's the? We're open to all tips, because you can imagine, you know, when you walk in the house, you can. It's got that smell of, you know, hot water, and it's not damp. It hasn't got that dampy smell, but it's got that. You can tell that something's happened in your house. You know what I mean? The watery. It's not damp, but it probably will get the damp if it was left. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get a mention somewhere tonight about this Yummy Bee thing, but well, there you go, people. I was trying to play it down a little bit, but yeah, apparently it stinks. We just didn't know you don't know what to do you? You know, because we've never had a flood before. Like, obviously, it's just panic, isn't it? The first thing's panic, especially when you can't stop it, and you stood there soaking wet. And you've got what was like some out of a Laurel and Hardy film, no lie. And you just panic, and then when you do get it stopped, and you look at the mess, and you see it's all over the walls and everything, like, but the water had disappeared. Even though there was a lot of water on the floor, a lot of it has gone somewhere. It's gone down, obviously, and we've got a wooden floor in the front room. So I'm thinking could be a lot more problems to come. Yeah, wooden floor, Boss Dog. It's in the kitchen. It's tiled. It's it's tiled in the kitchen, but I'm thinking that water's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? There's Jamie Sawyer there with the word of the day. Dank. Great word, that, Jamie. Great word there from Jamie Sawyer. Yes, La. Get up there, La. How you doing? I think we all know La's by now, people. Breeds the finest dogs. For sale, Chapo. You probably know what I mean, guys. Good to have you in here, Staffies. Staffies, were you one of them that got blockmate on that infamous night when we had all the we had the rogue modding? Did you get blockmate? Because a lot of people did, and everyone's been unblocked now, apart from Raver Lindsay, which I'm still getting stick for now. I don't know how to unblock her. Yes, Kelvin, mate. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Kelvin, there. There's Daryl there. Daryl's let the cat out of the bag. Yes, La is the one and only Staffies, people. Staffies and bullies. No, you know what it was, Staffies? It was just that a few people that used to come in weren't coming in, and then we didn't realise at first what had happened. A lot of people got blocked, and a lot of people got pissed off and never come back, you know what I mean? And we, thankfully, like, most of them are back now. Like I say, couldn't have been anyone worse to still be blocked out of everyone than Raver Lindsay, could it? You know what I mean? We all love Raver Lindsay, man. She can still come on my panel, but she can't comment in chats. Yes, Tony Kelly, how you doing? Tony Kelly. Just whack it on the humble dryer. Well, that's what we're hoping, you know. Even though it's coming up with Christmas, the last thing you want is to be living in a bloody building site, isn't it, over Christmas, Big G? But you know what it is, exactly, mate. That's what insurance is for, and we could have done without it, believe me. Could have done without it, but quite surprised, people. I'll say this, that Louise, Mrs. Moon, took it all in a stride, really. I think it was me who had more of a panic on. But we didn't make a drama out of a crisis, put it that way. Did I just miss a little comment there? Did somebody say there's only 4 tins left? What? From a 24 pack? I only went out an hour and a half ago. Thought there was only Daryl that drank that much. Staffies, catch up with you soon, brother. Thanks for coming in, mate. Special brew as well, you know, people. Special brew, 24 pack. Only kidding. It was Kestrel Super Strength. It's an idea, boss dog. It's an idea, mate. It says Aldi using his spanner well there, Aldi fella. That's good to see. Even on a Saturday evening, working out there. Big up Aldi and the best sea lion trainer in the country. Hope Marvin and Merlin are all good, Aldi, mate. Remember to thank them for all them views they got me, brother. and all them subs as well. Tell you what though, going to have to up my game now, Anna, because obviously Daryl's running away with the sub race. Davy Smithers, he's flying as well at the minute, but he's in the process of changing his channel name to Bear and Dave Smithers, which is only right. Like I said before, I speak to Bear behind the scenes, and I will tell you, he's getting a bit fed up with Dave bringing him down. He said he's thinking of dropping him. Don't think I did, you know, Nicky. But we'll certainly have a look. I've been we've seen your appearance yesterday on, I think it was the cesspit, and I can't remember the other one, but yeah, you got a chance there, Nicky, to get your side of the story over. It's good to see. Good to see. You know, you'd always get your say on this channel, just like everyone else. But yeah, there's a few channels doing them little Christmas decorations and stuff now. Some good ones. I can't remember the name now of one channel we've been watching. You know, making novelty decoration from nothing, basically, like clever. Yeah, that's it, Nicky. You don't have to, do you? You shouldn't have to, really. I think you needed that yesterday, because I think it was Jockney's, wasn't it? And there was a good few people in the chat, and Jockney, even though he was a little bit bemused, because I don't think he knew you, Nicky, or anything about you, to be honest. But the right people were sticking up for you, and in the end, you got your point over. And yeah, I'm glad because it's hard to get your point over on this YouTube and any panel, you know, without getting interrupted. As we all see with our mate Coggo last night on Expos, got a bit crazy, didn't it? But you should know by now, Coggo, the Expos channel with 9 people on, including PP, you're not going to get any more than 10-20 seconds without an interruption there, brother. And you definitely won't be able to get your guitar out on there. We'll do another 5 minutes, people, and then I'll let you all flick over to the cesspit while I get myself home and sort it out. Give Matty a shout out there. Seems as he graced us with his presence there earlier on, which he does quite a lot now, actually. Big up to Matty. Don't forget to give us a shout out tonight. Is Daryl still in the chat? Jim, you'll appreciate this. So it was Daryl's live the other night after he'd, I think it was it Thursday night, where, you know, it got a bit out of hand with Archie and Shuffle and whatever. And Daryl, mate, you did you don't remember? Oh, you might not remember, fella, but there was me, you, Archie, and Mark Belfast, and you ended it pretty quick. Well, you done what you did before, because you haven't got form for it. You left me, Mark, and Archie backstage when you'd shut your live down. We were all talking for about half an hour. Archie was there for about 10 minutes, and then me and Mark Belfast were talking for about 20 minutes backstage. It's good, actually. Like, he's great. He's a great fella in Mark Belfast. What a bloke he is, man. Yeah, you know the one, Jim. Done it again to us, mate. Yeah, we weren't slagging you off, brother. Don't worry about it. I was just smoothing everything out for you. You know what I mean? Putting the world right. Yeah, me and Mrs. Moon got timed out on Archie's the other night, like people. Spat our dummy out a little bit, but it's all good now. It's one of them, innit, where you what? You've timed me out. You've timed me out, even though I did put in the chat, time me out, you pussies. Well, I was angry, you know, it happens sometimes. You can't be nice all the time, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's all sorted now. Breaking news, people, you'll be shocked with this one. Live follower is banned, banned on all accounts. I don't believe you, Nicky. Daryl, I think you were unblocked, mate. I think you're all good. I think you're all good on there. But I have heard that they are calling Mondays live, Magic Monday, Mushroom, whatever you called yours last week. Just what I heard, mate, on the grapevine. Don't quote me. There you go, Daryl. You've been unblocked, mate. Big up Archie and Shuffling, by the way. Anything goes. I hope it's all water under the bridge now. Pardon the joke. Pardon the pun. Well, last time he did that, Daryl, he got about 200 subs, mate, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's good you to see the funny side of it, though, Nick, yeah. Yes, Andy W. Andy W's got a lovely golf course by where he lives, like, cracking golf course. I was a member there about 20 years ago, and I wish I was a member there now, because it's probably the nicest course that I've played, and it's probably come on a lot now anyway, Andy, from when I used to play there, mate. Great layout. So it's cracking layout. I think it could be a championship course, that, you know, Andy, one day. Bet there's some golf balls to be had on that course. I know exactly where to look as well. I probably lost 100,000 balls in that big lake on the third. God knows, Kelvin, have early nights or not stress out or get on with everyone. Just a few things like that, you know. There you go, people. It's already been cut down to 1 week. That's called addiction, that, Daryl. Addiction. I wonder if there is a name for YouTube addiction now. Somebody told me the other week, and I still don't know whether they're messing with us. That there was everyone knows I hate gravy, yeah. And I just said as a joke, what's the official name for the fear of gravy? I think it was Mouse Charger and it's probably Mouse Charger and Zeus. You know, you can imagine. Done a little bit of research and put in the chat what the actual name for the fear of gravy is, and I'm guessing somebody else will put it up in any minute now. But I think they were taking the piss because I can't remember what it was now, but it was something. It didn't sound right to me. Yeah, I'd love. You know what, Andy? Like that next summer, I will have a game over there. I wanted to this year, but I never got around to it. But yeah, it's lovely up there, mate. Lovely. Oh, you promised the missus, or then that's it. That's it. Once you promise the missus, mate, that's it. You've had it. Can't go back on that one, fella. You know what, Kelvin? It was. It wasn't far off something like that, you know, mate. That's why I thought they were taking the piss. It had something to do with like bistophobia or something like that. I swear down. Nikki, I can't believe that. Sounds disgusting, but yeah, can believe that. Oh, it's Big G into our mate Nutter as well. You know what, Nutter, if you're listening, mate, or you hear this back, sorry I haven't been in your chat, mate, all week. Or we did have the pleasure of spending bonfire night at the Nutters. We had a cracking couple of hours. But this week, you know, Nutter does his lives very early on the morning, and I have been lazy this week. But hopefully not, mate. Catch up very soon. Yes, Emily. Cheers, matey. Oh, have a good night. Don't get too drunk. Make sure you go on with both high heels on. Don't lose your phone. There you go. 1,000,000,000%. Wow. Right, peeps. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get myself home. I'll probably have to stop at the shop and get some more Kestrel Super Strength. I'll get these wellies off. Get these balls in a bucket. Golf balls, by the way. And watch the cesspit for a little bit and see how it goes tonight. The night is young, so might say a bit more. We'll be in some chats as always, and good luck to Eddie Hearn. Hope he gets a win, and we'll speak to everyone soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little 1 hour and 43 minutes, and I will catch you all later, people. Thanks for coming, and be lucky.